Hi, Joan Price answering your questions for Lion's Den. In the last video, we talked about what you can do if one partner wants more sex than the other. But what do you do when one partner doesn't want sex anymore at all? You might think this is a rare question. It is not a rare question. In the 18 years I've been doing this work, I'm afraid I hear this more now than I ever did. One partner will say, my spouse is done with sex. I don't know what to do because I'm not. But let's hear how you asked it. I'm in a long-term loving relationship. My partner no longer wants sex. Is it okay for me to have an affair if nobody knows or gets hurt? Talking about missing the physical aspect of the relationship has not helped. The rest of this relationship is good. What do I do, as masturbation does not fill the need for physical contact? So the question seems to be, is it okay to have an affair because I've given up on my partner? Maybe don't give up quite so fast. Do you know what it is your partner doesn't want? Is it not sex at all, not touch at all, not sex with you? It's important to understand that. You said that you tried talking about it, but it hasn't helped. But I wonder how you've approached it. So maybe there are some more things you can try. And have you thought of suggesting maybe cuddling with your partner watching while you masturbate, or having the partner assist in a low energy way, maybe not expecting the partner to do everything necessary to get you to orgasm, to do most of it yourself, but with the partner involved in some way, holding you, watching you, giving you a hand. If, however, the partner is done with sex and won't talk about it, then this is more extreme and we'll take maybe more extreme measures. I suggest you say this. You don't want to discuss our lack of sex life, but we must if our marriage is to survive. If we can't discuss this on our own, let's see a therapist for help figuring out where we go from here. If that doesn't work, then before going straight to cheating, can you try seeing if your partner would be willing to open up your relationship? For example, when I signed on for monogamy, I did not sign on for celibacy. If you're done with sex with me, you can't also insist that I can't have sex with anyone else. I'm not done with sex. So if it can't be within our marriage, it will be outside our marriage. This conversation might be best had in the presence of a sex therapist if your partner is willing to go. If your partner won't go, won't talk about it, won't see a therapist about it, just wants you to ignore that the problem exists. And I know that sometimes it is that extreme, but you want to stay in the relationship because the relationship is otherwise good. There are what's called companionate marriages, where they are close, loving relationships. You're the best of friends within this relationship, but you don't have sex together. And yes, you have sex elsewhere if one of you wants that or both of you wants that. Dan Savage, if you don't follow him, he's a sex therapist and a podcaster and is absolutely marvelous. If you don't follow him, you should. But he says that sometimes cheating is the way to stay married and stay sane. He says it's sometimes the better of the alternatives, meaning you'd end your marriage or you would cheat. I don't want to, I'm not the one to give you permission to cheat. That's really up to your own belief system. I do want to say that I don't judge people who do what they have to do, as Dan says, to stay married and stay sane. But I would encourage you to exhaust those other possibilities first. And then when you say, is it okay to cheat if she'd never know and no one would find out? I'm saying she, although I don't believe this was gendered. Let's say they would never know and it wouldn't hurt anyone. If it comes out, it will hurt. And you have to be prepared for your marriage to blow up if it comes out. If that's a risk you're willing to take because the rest is not bearable, then maybe that's what you need to do. But do try to exhaust the other possibilities first. And do meet with a sex therapist. Even if you've decided this is what you're going to do, find a sex-positive, age-positive therapist who won't blame you or shame you, but will just work with you. Now that you've decided this is what you're going to do, let's look at how you can do it to cause less harm to the marriage and to yourself and to your spouse. Sorry, I don't have a solution that will be all hunky-dory. Does anyone say hunky-dory anymore? But this is the best I can come up with right now. Good luck.